DROCK, baby. We're not in the kingdom tonight, but we're on the pod. It's DROCK's Gambling Super Bowl Pick Pod. Let's go. I got my boys alongside me, alongside with my two co-hosts, Pop-Tart. What is up, boys?
What an intro. An intro.
So tonight, yes, we're talking gambling, things that DROCK can talk about, not just football lines, defense, offense. We're talking gambling, baby. Coin flips tonight. We're going
big box,
novelty props, entertainment props. Is Travis Kelce gonna fucking ask Taylor Swift to get engaged? We're going through all of it. I'm so excited to finally be able to speak tonight alongside my boys. Let's get into it. No news tonight, right, gentlemen? So
only news we got, the debut of DROCK as a host.
Yes, let's see. Let's see if people will like it. I know I will, because I love gambling and I suck at it. Clearly this year DROCK sucks. So hopefully he can redeem himself during the Super Bowl. So let's dive into these questions. Great questions tonight. I don't think he's asked questions. So let's dive into Mr. Nards, aka a nickname we cannot say live on the pod. He's got Saquon Barkley to score the first touchdown. I believe I think the most favorited to score the touchdown. Obviously, he's been a tank this year. So, I mean, what are y'all's thoughts?
I mean, it depends. I'm taking whatever the wheel is. Yeah,
we haven't spun it yet. So, if it's Barkley, great pick, Brian. Very proud of you for that pick. If it's not Saquon Barkley, what a stupid pick, Brian.
Yeah, and the same thing goes for the Gatorade and the coin toss. Same thing. I'll do whatever the wheel tells me to do. Saquon is plus 450, so that's actually kind of surprising. I feel like normally I would have thought like plus 300, so the value's not terrible.
Is he the most favorited?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Plus 450.
That's no fun. That's no fun.
No,
that's
definitely not fun,
juice.
but I'm surprised for Saquon that's the line. I thought it would be like plus 300.
Yeah, I was thinking more like 250, dude, but all right. B-Nards' horsecock lock of the game. Saquon Barkley over rushing yards. In parentheses, I don't know what the line is. Fantastic pick, B-Nards. I love it. I think it's line.
Wow.
The line
I think it's 109.
109.
Yeah, Kenny's right on that. Yeah, 109.5. So not bad. I'm staying away. Personally, I'm going to give Mr. Steve Spagnuolo some credit. So that's one I'm staying away from. Also, I believe the Chiefs haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher this season outside of Lamar Jackson, and so that really speaks to how good this Kansas City defense is.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil what I have for later, but it has something to do with that rushing prop.
I'm also not saying, like, don't take the under either. Just like, if you got to take it, do the over, but it would be no fun to root for that. No. Imagine doing that. Like, yeah, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl and just be like, fuck Saquon. Actually, you Giants fans should do that.
I could easily
fuck
do
this
that.
guy.
Been doing it all year. It hasn't really worked out, but
well, I remember this one fucking dumbass was like, yeah, we're going to take Saquon Barkley under rush attempts.
Yeah.
That was a DROCK, not lock.
And I threw the Saquon Barkley Giants jersey into my oven. Yeah, that was not a lot.
That shit.
Yeah,
that cooks your guy, not Saquon Barkley.
No. All right. B-Nards' one entertainment novelty prop is Travis Kelce to bang Taylor Swift in the box during halftime, plus 20,000. That's a little sprinkle, huh?
I'd say so, yeah. Getting in that box in the box.
Yeah. And his one pick with some juice is Saquon Barkley, 3+ rushing TDs, and he doesn't have the odds, but I did see that on there.
Wow, some Giants fan, all he has is Barkley over rushing yards and 3 touchdowns and first touchdown. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I know 5 was like plus 10,000, so 3's got to be.
Is his birthday on the Super Bowl, or is it the day before?
It's on the Super Bowl. It's the
on
day of.
Brian or Saquon? Who?
Saquon.
Oh, you're saying Brian. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, 1,300.
Saquon and Cooper DeJean, both birthdays on the Super Bowl.
Wow.
All right,
it's going to be a tough day for him.
It is.
It's going to be tough birthdays for those fellas.
Yeah, that's true. What do you celebrate more, your birthday or the Super Bowl? I don't know. That is tough.
Yeah, no, Super Bowl loss on your birthday will never be the same.
All right, let's hop to a felter that I asked to be on the pod tonight, but he couldn't. He had some family members visiting. That boy, Devi Thomas. He's got his first touchdown score. Also, Saquon Barkley. I hate talking about the Eagles, but god damn it, he's probably going to score first and score 3 times.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, if the wheel says it is, then that'll happen.
We'll probably throw him on there twice, so he's more likely to hit on the wheel as well. So, listen, would I be upset if it hit on him? No, I think he's going to probably.
Oh,
score.
will we now? Are we going to collude on this wheel?
Who is spinning the wheel this year too?
Yeah, it's not like it's Eagles versus Saints. You only have many options on New Orleans. Like, we're gonna fill a full wheel here.
Yeah, and the Eagles. I mean, the 6th option, like I believe, was like Dotson, and he's done it before in the playoffs already.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good question because we have the Gatorade, we have the coin toss, we have the first touchdown. I'm trying to think, are there any other ones?
Wait, who is going to be spinning the wheel?
I don't know. Good question.
To be determined, Dave.
Should we do a vote? Should we vote again? Because I know I'm going to win it.
I don't know if we have time for a vote, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
I didn't cash last year. Maybe we should switch it up.
I don't know.
I think I do have the most amount of cashes on the wheel this year.
Let's see. Maybe we got to get it. We got to film it either Saturday or Sunday. So let's see who's around, and maybe we could get something going.
Yeah, for sure. Debbie Thomas's horsecock lock of the game is Mahomes over 5.5 rushing attempts.
Oh, I love that.
I like that a lot. I like that a
lot.
Because worst case,
even if the knees will count if they're kneeling down to win this game. So,
and that's what I foresee.
Damn.
Yeah,
I like that. 5.5 is kind of low, no? For him,
it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well, his yardage total was like 29.5, which I was like, ooh,
29.5.
Ooh, they jacked that up a little bit.
The thing is, it's low because they typically don't run a lot of stuff from Mahomes after his injury. But the reason his line is going up is because in the playoffs, Andy Reid throws everything out the window and says he gets hurt, he'll probably play through it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot more of those design runs in the playoffs, as you saw last week and the week before.
Mm-hmm. All right. His entertainment novelty prop is Taylor Swift over 7.5 on screen appearances. Now, I've seen this line be at 5.5 on the Around the Felt pod last week.
We just made that up.
and now I'm seeing 10.5 on BR betting, and now Devin's telling me it's 7.5.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on here.
You know what? If it's 7.5, I'm going over. If it's 10, I think last year it was 12 was the number. So I saw 11.5 too. If it's 7.5, I'm going over. If it's 10.5, I might dabble the under.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not taking it. I'm just saying what I would take because, I mean, that's like D-Gen level, but
I don't even think is there actually. There's no actual line on that. I think it's all hypothetical.
I've been checking any legal books all day today.
I haven't seen it on a book.
Haven't seen it. No, I don't think they're going to offer it, man.
No,
I mean maybe on FanDuel because that's the best app. But
maybe the day of. But
actually, there's no best app. There's no best app. Don't. We're not going to say no to any sports book that wants to sponsor us. You're the best. You're all the best.
All fantastic sporting bet apps. Unfortunately, I can't gamble on FanDuel until 2028. I don't know why. Just happens to be so. Colin, what about you?
It's not gonna do
it. All right, and
I
his
think I'm 2027.
You're just lucky it's only
back
FanDuel
before you guys.
We're throwing a party when Dave can finally bet on FanDuel.
Oh, I can't wait to get back on that app. Oh.
My party is going to be way bigger because there's a lot more on the line for me.
Yeah.
I self-excluded myself in every book.
Gosh.
On accident. I didn't know what it was.
Shit.
Shit.
His one pick with some juice again. Saquon 200+ rushing yards.
No, enough of this Saquon shit, man. He's gonna get clamped by Spags.
I'm sick of this, bro. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, I feel like this is what Vegas wants the people to do is just throw their money on Saquon. So I feel like they're gonna make a lot of fucking money when he just doesn't go over 100 yards, or like it'll be one of those games where he goes over like 100 receiving yards, but everyone took rushing yards. So yeah, I don't know. I'm fully staying away from all Saquon related props.
I think it's the same thing with Kelsey too, Reagan. I think it's going to be everyone's all over Kelsey and Barkley, and it's either
but for different reasons.
Yeah, but I'm not taking their either of their props, like their lines, and it's either going to be where it's the books clean up Or we're going to be sitting here like, oh, we're so stupid. Why don't we just take Barkley and Kelsey, you know?
Yeah, because Barkley's like the NFL casuals, and then Kelsey's like the yes queen casuals that are going to come in and be like, oh, Tay's man is going to cook. You know? So it's like different
Don't ever
levels of,
do that
like,
again.
Dude, that was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good.
You sound like a
Thanks.
closet Swiftie, dude.
Maybe I am. Maybe I just have a nice little future on over 1.5 rings for Tay.
We open up Reagan's closet. It's actually Swiftie posters everywhere.
You never know. You never know.
All right, let's hop to our next fell to ask some questions tonight. Rylu in the house.
Octagon.
He's got his first touchdown score to be Hollywood Brown.
Ooh, that's sneaky.
I like that.
I don't
Let's
hate
find
it.
that. You don't like it. His line is going to be
Who's got it? Who's that line? Take a guess.
plus 1,700. Wow.
Oh, it's gonna be my guess, dude. Shit.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
There's some good value on
1700.
that.
That's what DraftKings got him at.
See, I like those kind of odds. That's a better first down touchdown for me.
Kenny, you love those juicy
If
plays.
it's not plus 1,000 or higher, Kenny does not want it.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
I'm not going to disagree with him on it. I like that. I'm not going to disagree.
They are
Yeah.
way more fun, dude. Way more fun. Low stakes,
Like-
big rewards.
Like when 2 digits can win you 3 digits or 3 can win you 4, it just looks way better.
Mm-hmm.
I like that mentality.
Put it on
All
a
right, hit-
t-shirt.
His horse cock lock of the game is tails.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
I will be diving in a little bit more into the analytics behind the coin toss later on in the segment, but
Yeah, what's action telling you on that?
fuck you.
Like, dude, action's all over tails.
There's a ton of sharp money coming in. Somebody's got $1 million riding on heads. So
And also, if you're going to bet the coin toss, so many books are offering even odds. If you're taking minus 110, minus 120,
You're an idiot.
just don't do it. Just don't
You're an
do
idiot.
it.
DraftKings is offering plus 100 for both, bro.
So is ESPN, and they have like the worst
Yeah.
odds of anybody.
Yeah.
Plus 100 on DraftKings as I'm looking at it now.
I would think the smartest thing you could do is if, you have multiple books and they're offering boosts, see if you can get a boost on both and just guarantee yourself money.
I
Well,
like that play.
Yeah.
I will
what are you
say,
gonna guarantee yourself a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. Like,
I didn't know like making money is a bad thing.
No,
all
but
the Americans out here, hey, you making money's bad.
I mean, you really realistically, if you want to make some good money on that, if you have a max boost with the 250 max, probably could do that. But
yeah,
like
but
me,
if your
only
max on a
25 bucks.
boost is $25. It's
yeah,
like,
it's not worth it.
pretty good
sometimes I
then,
can
yeah.
get 50, but it's like you're not gonna. I don't get.
No, that's good because like Colin said, you could get a Wendy's 4 for 4 and like, that's lunch for many people.
Kenny, what were you about to say?
Free lunch.
just something for later. You might want to recheck some of the prop lines like Gatorade color because there's been a massive shift in the lines here.
Ooh, we'll dive into
Whoa,
that.
is
Yeah,
there
we'll dive
insider
into
info?
it later. But I mean, I'm looking at the app
Who the hell is your source at Gatorade?
because the lines I have here. Yeah, I wish I would have took them earlier because it looks like it's going to be one specific color here.
I'm pretty
Ooh,
pretty positive.
pretty co-
Last year, someone told me they knew somebody who like had an inside source. They're like, "Oh, dude, the Chiefs is like white," and I forget.
It was purple.
I forget what it was,
Purple.
but it was not whatever the insider said. And I was like, in the back of my head, like, it's okay if I go down a little bit here because I have the Gatorade color waiting. That inside source was wrong.
Hopefully there's just no Gatorade bath. Like, let's grow up.
They do have a line for no Gatorade.
They do have a
bath.
line for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
that's
when
what
the
I think's
Chiefs win,
best.
it's like, Andy, you've been here, you've done it. Enough of the childish
That
games.
would be
No
funny.
more games.
Honestly, I like that. Make a little reel on that tomorrow and just be like, think about it. The Chiefs are gonna win. They've been here before. They're professionals. They're not gonna drench Andy.
They're not
again.
children.
I would agree with
No
you. if they
Gatorade.
didn't Drench Andy a week ago.
You should make a. You should make.
They
a reel
literally
just on
drenched
Andy.
them just getting to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
No,
so.
then like all these randoms are like, are you stupid? They just drenched them.
Actually, yes. Make a reel. Make a reel tomorrow. Just have a suit on. And be like, I'm getting serious here, guys.
Enough this
Like, if
childish
the Chiefs
shit.
win the Super Bowl, they're not fucking children, okay? It's all about Taylor and Travis. There will be no Gatorade bath. It's going to be a ring ceremony, all right? Get with the program.
We're gonna dive more into the color of the Gatorade later on. I do have a couple different statistics on that as well. Rylu's entertainment novelty prop, Jalen Hurts or Saquon to do the octopus. So I don't know if you can specifically bet on players to get the octopus, but I know that the octopus is at plus 1,400, and it did happen 2 years ago in the matchup with the Chiefs and the Eagles. So I like that.
It was Hurts.
I think that happened
that
in this playoff run, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because I remember sitting there watching the game and going, oh, shit, an octopus. So I wonder why the odds are that high, because that might be a little sprinkle.
I like that. 1,400, some good juice for that, especially with the tush push in play. I mean, right? We were talking about it last pod. If they do happen to go get a penalty, they're back on the 2-yard line or whatever it is, 1-yard line. They could easily run the push there. So his one pick with some juice. Juju Smith anytime touchdown score at plus 550, and also last touchdown scorer at plus 2,400. He said he's this year's Sky Moore.
Okay.
What are y'all's thoughts on Juju to score anytime at plus 550?
Yeah, I was actually looking at that line for my 3-leg parlay because I wanted to go. I have 2, right? But I wanted one to be a touchdown scorer, and I was trying to juice it up a little bit. I looked at Juju and I was like, little rich for me, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
I'll get into why I don't love it during my receiving prop later. I have a little bit of why I think you saw Juju have a more successful game last week than he will this week.
Man versus zone?
No. Well, partly, but no, not fully.
I just love the Sky Moore name drop. That's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute. Remember when he was supposed to be like the next big thing with Patrick Mahomes? That was cool.
Where the fuck is that guy?
Out of the league, I believe.
Yeah, is he just not on any team?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now, but that's sick, Ryan. You're giving him some loving. Sky Moore looks like he's out of the league, I believe. No, actually, wait. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. So you guys,
he's got to be on a practice squad.
He is on the. He's on the injured reserve with the Chiefs. So
yeah, I was gonna say I think he's hurt.
Yeah, forgot about him though. That's a nice little name drop.
That makes sense.
All right, now let's dive into another Felter on here. Actually, our own Around the Felt member, Caleb 16-0 Dean, cooking up some questions for us. First touchdown score he's got. I don't know, bro. Do I look like the wheel to you? But give me Jalen.
Facts.
That's how you fucking answer it.
Well said. Well said.
Jalen Hurts. So
I like it.
Let's go now into his horse cock lock of the game. Kareem Hunt over rushing. I like his rushing attempts. I think it is at is it 10 or no?
I will look.
That sounds way too low. If you could do that,
it's cheeky because everyone's been on Pacheco the whole playoff run. It's just like is the public going to shift now taking Kareem Hunt props?
I would imagine the public will shift just based off of the usage from last game alone. But yeah, no, I think that's sneaky because it's definitely not a sexy prop to take. I don't think people are chomping at the bit to have him. It looks like I'm seeing here, it looks like about 50, like 45. It's minus 148 at 40, plus 132 at 50. I don't know why DraftKings changed everything. This is annoying.
No, I know. ESPN is annoying too.
It's like giving me these it's not giving me an exact line. This is stupid. What the hell? Oh, wait.
We can assume 44 and a half.
43 and a half. 43 and a half.
I think it's 43.
Oh, fuck. We're trying to do a podcast here, and these idiots won't give us exact lines. But Caleb, I don't mind that at all. And Dave, you wanted to know rush attempts for him is 12.
A 12, okay.
Yeah.
Like
11
it.
and a half.
I like it. His one entertainment novelty prop, red Gatorade at plus 425. That's some juice. You think that they would be red? Because I mean, any regular would think it'd be red if the Chiefs win, right? Come on.
That's what I'm purple thinking, last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was purple last year. Kenny, do you remember the odds were for purple last year?
Purple, I believe, was the favorite late.
It was the favorite late, yeah.
But it was like plus. It was still plus. I think when the lines dropped, it was about plus 275, and then around kickoff, it just dropped heavily because I guess someone knew what Gatorade was put in there. But I think when we would have probably put it in earlier in the day or Saturday, it was around 250.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 550 right now, actually.
Since
So
it is 2 years in a row. So if you want to ignore the odds shifting, go for 3 in a row. We can talk about that later, though.
Yeah, we'll dive into that. Last question of the night. Mr. 16-0 has got a long question for me to read. One pick with some juice. Eagles defense or special teams touchdown plus 750. Andy Reid will call the bundle Ruski play, which will result in Mahomes throwing a lollipop interception when he's trying to get cute with it, and the Eagles will run the length of the football field and backflip into the end zone. Mahomes will cry to the refs and not finding a reason to throw a flag, and then he'll sulk on the bench. He won't be the same after this turning point of the game.
Interesting.
Hate to say that's going to transition into my whale pick because I love it. I have a statistic, not from a source that we all know I'm getting this from, but with 22 defensive touchdowns in 58 of the Super Bowls, implying a 37.9% chance to score. Out of 22 of those scores by the defense, and all 3 of them came out of the winning team. And I don't know where he got the plus 750 from, but the Chiefs anytime touchdown score I'm seeing is at plus 850, and the Eagles anytime is at plus 900. I like that. I would just sprinkle. I would throw 100 on both. But I could totally see a defensive touchdown score this game. And that's my whale pick right there. That's some juice. And
which one?
Both. I mean, I'm going to throw both from there. I'm going to say both teams to score.
I'll be sick if they both do.
Parlay it.
Parlay it.
I don't got that many. I don't got that much confidence.
That'd be crazy odds on
both,
that.
But
right?
I do like taking them both right now. You guys have a whale play you like, and let me know why you like it.
Yeah, I just quickly on the defense. I remember when we were at that Jets Dolphins game a couple of years ago, and one of our friends hit a 3-leg parlay. It was Tyreek, Dolphins anytime, and Jets anytime, and it was like 5 to win like 600. It was the craziest parlay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I do remember the Black Friday game. That was crazy.
Just like who comes up with that? Throwing 2 defenses and then just throw in Tyreek Hill for a parlay. I don't know, crazy stuff. But yeah, for me, it's pretty easy because I would say, Hurts, his line is at 212.5. I feel comfortable even getting up to 300 on the passing yards. I think he's going to, be a big impact with his arm. I mean, the Chiefs are very stingy against the run. Like I was saying earlier, the last time they allowed a 100-yard rusher was to Lamar Jackson in week 1. So that means Hurts is going to have to throw the ball more. I think Spagnuolo knows that. He's a veteran DC who's been here a lot with Kansas City. So they're going to do everything possible to take him out, which means it's going to come down to Hurts. And we've seen him do it before against this team at this stage 2 years ago. So I think it's going to be a big game for him. Smith, Brown, Goddard, they got all those weapons. People just forget because Saquon's been so good.
Reagan, I like that pick a lot. Chiefs pass defense 18th in the league. Their run defense 8th in the league. So I do like that play out of you.
Yeah, and 212.5 is so low. I mean, I'm even comfortable taking it at 300, but 212.5, are you kidding me? That's nothing. Nothing.
Colin, what you got next, brother?
My whale pick feeds right into Reagan's. Devontae Smith, 60-plus receiving at plus 130. We're going to get a little bit more juice here. He's played Kansas City 3 times in his career. Shout out to Dan Orlovsky. Not a big fan of his, but this is where I got this information from, and I verified it. He's gone for at least 6 catches and 99 yards in all 3 games he's played against Kansas City. He loves settling in the zone defense, and I love Devontae Smith here. Plus money at 60+, Hurts 225+, and hey, I think these guys are going to be playing from behind, which feeds into both of our picks.
Oh, wait, no, I don't think they're going to be playing behind.
I don't care if you think so. I do, which plays into both of it.
Here we go.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, son.
Kenny, what you got, bro?
So I'm actually going Kareem Hunt's under 43.5.
Oh!
I'm going with his under, my only under of the day. If just watching him play, he hasn't really been that explosive. And the Eagles front is very good at stopping the run inside, presenting the explosive plays between the tackles. And plus, I think the Chiefs are just going to overall have to pass a little more in this game because of that. And I don't think Hunt's going to have a lot of consistent success that we've seen. He might break one, and then, that would kind of screw us. But I really don't think that's going to happen. And even if it does, I don't think he'll accumulate, 44, 45 yards. And plus 2 weeks off now for Pacheco, who's off the injury. I think they're going to factor him in a little more. He is the more explosive guy, and I think they'll be able to use him a little more on the outside compared to Hunt, who's more of a downhill runner.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm sold. I was going to take
us
us over, but fuck that. I may just rock with you with on his goddamn under. Screw it. You know what? I may take him to score and his under with a little variance play. A little sprinkle.
Dave, it doesn't matter what Kenny says. It doesn't matter what any Felter submits. It's whatever Action says.
Well, jumping into my anytime touchdown score, Action loves Devontae Smith, so I'm rocking with him. Yeah. DROCK and his Action picks. No explanation here. It was Action. I've been taking him all year, and he hasn't cashed for me, so might as well take it for the last game of the season in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just bend you over one more time.
Yeah, bend me over while I eat my buffalo chicken dip on the couch for this Sunday in the Super Bowl. But yeah, no.
Are you making that?
No.
You were assuming that
I'm just assuming CJ was gonna make it. If she isn't, then I'm fucked. I'll just be getting fucked by Devontae Smith not scoring, and I'm even more upset that CJ's not making buffalo chicken dip. So that's it. Reagan, what you got, bro?
I'm taking CJ Amster anytime to make buffalo chicken dip.
What are those odds at?
Minus 200, trending up.
Make it? Ooh.
Yeah. Colin's gonna be like, yo, dude, my roommate really CJ, my roommate needs it. He needs it for the
we have some insider information though, Colin. Is she gonna stay for Sunday?
No, she is. She is. I already know there's another food item that's on the menu if you guys want to give a quick little guess. It's a snack. It's a finger food.
Hot dogs?
Bagel bites.
Wait, is it her fruit tray that she always makes? Not fruit.
No.
Yeah,
Reagan's got little weenies in a blanket, dude.
Oh, hot dog? Oh, but like footlongs or like the little guys?
No, the little guys. You were like there. You pigs in the blanket. I'll give it to you.
That counts.
Sweet. Cash it.
Reagan,
first bet of the year. Cash it.
Reagan, what's your actual anytime touchdown score?
Yeah, so I kind of like AJ Brown here, man. I'm not going to be, betting with my emotions here. Like, this guy hasn't burned me. I just think, he is the true number one here. And it always does seem like, they scheme up a lot of, especially when they're in the red zone, one-on-ones. And Hurts really hasn't been throwing it. But I think, like we talked about earlier, they're going to be throwing the ball a lot more. So I just think there's going to be a couple times this game where Brown gets the one-on-one on the outside and, he'll come down with one of those jump balls in the end zone.
Love it.
Thank you.
Big dog, what you got?
I got Xavier Worthy at plus 150. Worthy burned me last week, but no, I'm sorry. He cashed me last week, burned me the week prior. He scored in 4 of his last.
Reagan, did you watch that game last week?
I did. It
was a good game, I guess. I guess Worthy scored.
No, I'm sorry. He didn't score 2 weeks ago. He scored
last
week. I was right the first time.
Yo. All right, let's go to Pop-Tart. I'm done with the casual.
Yeah, the game was 2 weeks ago, dude. This is a little blurry. But hey,
bro, were you watching the Pro Bowl? Did he score in the flag football game? Dumbass.
Can I finish my point, please?
Yeah, roll.
Thank you. He scored in 4 of his last 5 with 6+ targets in each game. They kind of have inserted him into that Rashee Rice role, more lateral around the line of scrimmage. And I'm more worried about the other guys at receiver here, just with the matchups that they have on the outside. DeAndre Hopkins has been non-existent. Juju's like, all right. Hollywood Brown still hasn't worked his way back, and you got Slay and Quinyon Mitchell on the outside. So I'll take my chances with Worthy on the inside and what we've seen with him the last 5 games.
I love that. Kenny, what you got?
So I've got a normal one and then a little bit of a fun touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins plus 600 is going to be my normal one here.
I looked at it.
In the Chiefs' 3 Super Bowl wins, a Chief at plus 500 odds or greater has scored. You had Mahomes at plus 550, Moore at plus 800, and last year Tony at plus 750, as well as Hardman at plus 1300 in one of those Super Bowls. So they love giving it to guys that no one's thinking about. Hopkins, his skill set, I know he's old, but still, you get a guy with that skill set at plus 600 in a big game, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the plus 600, especially with the trend, me thinking that they're going to win this game. why not take him as the guy over plus 500 to find a way to get into the end zone?
That's nuts.
He can get a jump ball at any point. He hasn't done a lot in the playoffs, so
He's
people
one
probably won't
catch.
be on him. Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
that.
one or two.
And his
his
snap
one catch.
percentage is like below 35 in both games.
Yeah.
I looked at
I
that
love
too, and
that.
I was like, I was very tempted because he's extremely excited to be in this game, and he put out some like motivational shit about like coming from nothing and like looking where he is playing in the Super Bowl, and I could almost see like Andy Reid wanting to reward a guy that's been in the league for this long, that was one of the best in the league, now coming over a veteran leader in that locker room, finally has his moment in the Super Bowl. I could see Andy Reid trying to scheme something up for him.
That's fire. I like that a lot.
And then our fun one, plus
That's not the fun
4,400.
That's not even the fun one.
4,400.
Oh,
Nico Remigio. If you don't know who he is the kick returner for the Chiefs. Last week against the Bills, he actually had a pretty good return that set them up in good field position to go down and score a touchdown. Why not? It's the Super Bowl. Sprinkle a little bit of money, see if he can break one loose on this new little format, score a touchdown.
Kenny, Percy Harvin 2.0, returning
Percy
the opening
Harvin
kickoff.
2.0.
I love
So
it.
if he scores first, you're welcome.
They ain't like us. I love that.
I like that. I like that.
That
All
would
right,
most certainly mean the wheel busted, though.
Yeah.
Maybe we could throw them on there. We are different here.
Or just bank on the opening kickoff.
Also, quick thing. I didn't realize, like, I only just listened to the They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar because I was trying to do some research because I think, he might do that at halftime. I don't know, Dave, if you were going to get into any of the props for that.
That's later. That's later, dude.
Is it?
Man.
I do have it later. Yeah, that's a novelty prop or entertainment prop. Sorry.
Okay, I want to talk about that later then.
Yeah, we'll dive into that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You
This
do
is my
put him on
pod.
the wheel, plus 13,000. A
Let's
mere
just throw him
$10 wins you $1,300.
Let's just throw him on the wheel and just be like, all right, Felters, that's what we're rocking with.
Everyone's just sweating out.
Houses the opening kickoff.
Yeah, we put it on there for fun, then we spin it, and we're like, ah, shit.
It's just a touchback, and they're all like, fuck. All right, let's dive into y'all's receiving yards prop. I got no explanation like I don't have for any of my picks. I got Dallas Goedert over receiving yards. I took him last week, smacked. I'm going to rock with him again, and Action loves him. So we did take Dallas Goedert in Philly when DROCK was there for one of his picks of the week and a cash there. So you know what? Let's make it 3 times in a row for DROCK at the Super Bowl for Dallas Goedert's receiving yards over. Reagan, what you got for us, brother man?
So I guess any player for the receiving yards or receptions too. It could be or just receiving. You want to know?
I'll let you rock with receptions.
Yeah. So receptions. I'm going to go back to AJ Brown here, man. I just really think he's going to have a big impact in this game. You can get 6 catches at plus 113, plus odds for an alpha. Coming into this year, regarded as a top 5 receiver. Maybe not so after this year, but still, let's not forget about that. I think you could be pushing 10 by the end of it. So don't be surprised when he does it. But even that, plus 384 at 8, it's pretty good value to me.
Colin, what you got, big dog?
So Devontae Smith 60+ is my favorite receiving yard prop, but I highlighted that one earlier, so I'll go different route here. As you will find out, Xavier Worthy and Devontae Smith are my guys in this game. I'm going Worthy 6+ receptions. I mean, he's been an absolute target machine, reception machine since about week 13. His reception since week 13, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6. So I'll take the 6 here. Targets over that time frame, 7, 6, 11, 11, 9, 6, 7. I don't know what happened, but around that week 11 mark when they played Buffalo, he developed into that wide receiver 1, and now his snap share has been greater than 80% in 6 straight games. So he's their go-to guy. I'll take 6 receptions. Xavier Worthy, that's his standard line as well. So minus 102 on ESPN.
I like it. Kenny, what you got, bro?
Got Noah Gray over 11.5.
I looked at that too. You love Noah Gray, dude.
Over 11.5 here. So last week, the Chiefs used a lot of 3 wide receiver sets to spread the Bills out, which hurt Gray. He had no catches, I think he had 1 target. But it was the right strategy. They're second highest in passer rating to 3 wide receiver sets. The Eagles, though, are the complete opposite. They're allowing the 6th lowest passer rating, 4th lowest completion percentage over expected, and 2nd lowest yards per attempt against 3 wide receiver sets because they have Cooper DeJean sitting in there in the slot. Against 2 tight end sets, though, they allow the 5th highest passer rating, 19th in completion percentage over expected, and 10th highest yards per attempt. So if the Chiefs go with 3 wide receivers again, the Eagles' tough secondary is probably going to shut them down early in this game, and they're going to have to make a change. So if they go with 2 tight ends, Andy's going to look to exploit that, the softer coverage against the tight ends. In the last 2 games, Gray had no catches on 70% of 3 wide receiver sets versus Buffalo. But in the previous game, there was 64.5%. They went into 3 wide receiver set, and he sat there and had 3 catches. So if the Chiefs are going to have to make adjustments, which I think they're going to out of the 3 wide receiver sets, which is why I don't like Juju, because he would not be on the field as much, they're going to allow a big game to the tight ends, especially with Noah Gray, because there's going to be a lot of focus on Travis Kelce, and it could just be a much more favorable matchup. And the Eagles also run a lot of cover 4 and 6 more than most teams, and Gray has been very strong against both of those. And you saw that mainly from weeks 12 to 17 and in the playoffs. And if the Eagles use these coverages, I mean, Gray's going to have opportunities all day. Which
Holy
is why
fuck! I'm so sold. I'm sold, Kenny. Holy shit, dude! Wow.
I told you I had a strong feeling on Juju's
dude.
under.
God, that got me so excited to slam him.
And you know what? I can totally see it.
What did you just say, Dave?
I'm gonna slam it, dude. What are you talking
You
about?
said slam him.
I'm gonna slam him. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is that weird to you, Reagan? I don't know, dude. I can't wait to slam him.
I can totally see it too, because it's like a big game like this. You have all the casuals watching, and they just see the big white guy catch the ball and start sprinting down the field. And they're like, "Oh, it's Travis! Let's go!" And you hear on the call Burkhart go, "That's Noah Gray for 15," and everyone's like, "Oh!" Meanwhile, we're like, "Yeah!"
That's actually such a low line.
That is so low. 11 is his. That's his line.
23.7 on the season. That's crazy.
Like Ertz and Higbee also had big games against this Eagles defense. So, I mean, they've been susceptible to giving up big games to tight ends. And everyone's going to be on Kelce. The whole world.
Throw 1,000 on it? Should I throw 1,000 on it?
Sure.
I may throw 5 racks on it. Nope. All right.
No, I love that. That would be sick. That's going to be sick because it's literally like cashing a touchdown score because all he needs is 1 catch.
I like that. All right, now let's dive into my 3-leg parlay first, and then we'll get into y'all's. Again, no explanation here. Actually, I got a little bit of an explanation.
How do you not have a fucking explanation, man?
Dude, for anything, bro. You guys got way more in depth with it. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty. I'm going to click this guy. I got Kelce's yards, Kelce anytime, and Chiefs money line.
All right, are you going to change your mind now that we're all Noah Gray?
Yeah, we're gonna flip that. Noah Gray yards, Noah Gray anytime, and Chiefs to win. I'm throwing $5,000 on that one, guys. I think it's a lock after Kenny's explanation. We can't let this pod get released to the public because then the lines are going to change. Noah Gray's line just shoots up to like 35 after they hear about Kenny's in depth.
So what's your parlay though?
It's Kelce's receiving yards.
Okay.
Kelce anytime and Chiefs money line. I took it back in 2022 when this happened. I was on my couch and I smacked for 1,600. It was a fantastic feeling because I think Kelce scored the second touchdown of the game in the first quarter. And it felt great once he scored because that's basically what the tough play is of this parlay here. And then also, I just think Kelce turns up, bro. He's going to be asking Taylor Swift to get engaged after the game. He's going to be trying his hardest. And, Patrick Mahomes is going to get him the ball as much as possible to drive up those views. So that's my 3-leg parlay. Kelce, Chiefs anytime. Reagan, what you got?
What odds do you get that at?
Plus 490 on DraftKings.
That's tough. So mine is Eagles money line, Kelce to not score, and Kelce under receiving yards.
What is that at?
You can't. Noah Gray 10 yards.
You can't. Yeah. Noah Gray alt line 10 yards. You can't do it because you can't put not to score in parlays. But I like
do that. I think you can do that on FanDuel. No.
I don't know. At least on DraftKings,
there's no option.
Yo, no yawning on my podcast, Reagan. I'll kick you off.
Sorry. So mine. This is a little greasy. Getting really greasy with it. I'm gonna take Hurts 300 passing yards. I'm going to take the Eagles money line, and I'm going to take AJ Brown anytime touchdown score. All right, hear me out. Follow the breadcrumbs. That gets you plus 3,600. So I'm going to throw that money I make from hedging the coin tails or the coin tails out. Wait, the coin toss. What the fuck am I saying? From hedging the coin toss, that Wendy's
that
4
dick out of your mouth and spit it out.
that Wendy's that Wendy's 4 for 4. I'm gonna throw it on this. But yeah, no, that's Philly Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts MVP type of bet. So.
Yuck. All right, let's go to Colin.
Yo,
I got two. So my first one, it's the plays that I highlighted. Smith 60, Worthy touchdown. I also added Kelsey 4 receptions to get a little bit more juice, plus 500. And then I also have a touchdown parlay. Hurts, I just see a tush push happening in the Super Bowl. It's just so inevitable. Worthy and Kareem Hunt. I think a lot of people have been fading Kareem Hunt. No one wants to take him, and then Hunt scores, and I think the whole world's like, fucking shit. No one took that. So I like Kareem Hunt at plus 145. I debated him or Kelsey, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to fade the public here. I don't think there's going to be a lot of juice on Hunt, and I could totally see it because people were taking Pacheco anytime. Pacheco even first touchdown the previous 2 playoff games. Hunt's the guy right now. I'm going to take Hunt at plus 900 with like Hurts and Worthy, all 3.
I like that. Kenny, what you got?
All right, I also have 2. My first one, very chalky, a minus 160. This will pay for your Gatorade props and all your crazy props you got here. It's Kansas City plus 11.5, Eagles plus 11.5, and over 36.5. You get it.
Double T's.
I like that. You
get it at minus 160, and let's be honest, I don't think anyone's going to win this game by more than 10. If they do, well, that's why we're at 11.5. So, and then over 36.5. I mean, if they can't get over that number, then honestly, we deserve to lose this parlay. And then our nice little fun one.
They're going to have 36.5. We're losing everything.
Yeah, everything's going to lose. All these bets don't matter other than maybe the Gatorade. And then at plus 1,102 here, we got Noah Gray, touchdown, Jalen Hurts, touchdown, and we're adding in that Noah Gray over 11.5.
Yeah.
100 would win you 1.1K. $10 wins you 102 or whatever it is. But those are the 2 parlays.
I love that.
Dave, you're such a greasy slime ball, dude.
I know. I actually
we're in the group chat. Garrett's like, you spelled his name wrong. But in the group chat, like Garrett's like putting together the graphic for the around the felt like Super Bowl parlay, and Dave just texts Noah Gray 10+ yards. He just sneaking Kenny's pick.
Bro, Kenny's analysis on that pick was phenomenal. I haven't seen anybody get so analytical with one pick before in my life. I don't even know what he fucking said. I'm sold, bro.
Yeah, it's 2 sides of the coin there. It's DROCK where it's like, yeah, I got nothing, dude. I just like it. It looks pretty. And then there's Kenny like,
I think we'll do
Kenny running all of my fantasy teams for me for my whole life in fantasy football.
But maybe we'll cook up some graphics for all this stuff or the majority of this stuff, like all the parlays, and just post like 10 photos on Instagram as one post.
Yeah, no, I've been parlaying.
Pretty easy
you guys have said.
They're pretty easy to make, so we could cook up a couple graphics and just post them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Let's dive into novelty props. If you guys don't already have some, I got 3 that we can talk about. First things first, what everybody probably bets on, if you aren't a typical gambler, is the coin toss. I got one statistic I want to throw out before we dive into it. In the history of the Super Bowl, the coin toss has resulted in tails 30 times and heads 28 times, giving tails a slight edge with approximately 82% of outcomes. What are your guys' thoughts on that statistic? Does it fucking matter, or should you slam tails? Personally, for myself, I'm a numbers guy. I'm slamming tails, baby. Let's roll.
Hey,
the numbers actually tell you heads.
Totally flawed. The math would tell you heads.
I am taking tails.
It's tails 30 times and heads.
Yeah, but it's a 50-50 chance. So there's the odds are heads
to the mean. It's going to revert to the mean.
No, I know, but I'm just off of the numbers that it has.
50-50.
I'm talking about the outcome of what has happened in the Super Bowl.
Enough of the fucking nerd shit, okay?
Yeah,
okay. Like, let my bro be. Like, you don't have to dork out with the finance shit, Colin.
Yeah,
he's
Jesus
trying
Christ,
here.
Colin, dude. I'm in marketing.
My numbers calculate that actually it would be a 50%. Shut up. We'll spin the wheel and we'll see what happens. All right. Enough with the nerd shit. Keep it to the office, bro.
Wait, Colin, I was going to ask you.
I'll flip this right now.
Shit. Let's see what's going to be.
Heads.
I took heads last year, and I think the year
Tails,
before, and I
tails,
think they both
tails,
lost. but
tails,
let's see.
tails.
Oh, jeez.
What did it land on?
That was athletic.
That's a head.
No, you have to flip it upside down.
You also didn't even catch it. You want to?
Well, I didn't even catch it, so.
They don't do
All
that
right,
in
do
the
it again.
Super Bowl, Dave. They just let it hit the ground.
I know they don't, but who gives a fuck? Don't
Yeah.
flip it
Wait.
upside
So
down.
what do you want me to do? Do you want me to catch
flip
it?
it on the
flip
table. Flip it
No,
on the felt.
No, because I that was a pass interference there. I deflected the coin. I'm just gonna. Yeah,
Flip it
Mahomes
on the
gets another
table.
fucking call. I'm just gonna flip it and let it land on the table. That's what it is.
Tails.
All right. Actually, it rolled on the ground and it's under the chair. So we'll be right back.
It's gonna be heads. I got a feeling. Tails. It's heads. Fuck.
It's a tail.
We're going with tails. You heard it here first on the Round Felt. We already got the goddamn coin toss for you boys and girls. P for G's out there. It's tails.
What is P for G
Slam it.
gonna cook up? We need to see that from our life.
It's tails. Do you guys have anything on this? I don't know.
I think we could move on.
If you guys want to talk Gatorade color, I got some stats for you guys.
Okay, let's go Gatorade color. That's the next novelty prop.
So, orange since the year 2000, orange has been the most popular. Right? Purple,
Five
blue.
times. 5 times. I saw this the stat.
At 5. Yep. Purple, blue, clear, and no Gatorade at all. Each with 4. No Gatorade at all. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna
I
be
think
water.
the Giants actually had no in 2007.
Yeah. And yellow, green 3 times. So purple was last year and the year before for the Chiefs. When the Eagles won it, it was yellow, green. So that makes sense. And someone said red earlier.
Yep.
At
Caleb.
plus 425.
That was Caleb. Yeah.
Yep.
Red has not been used in the 21st century.
Wow.
Well, guess what, baby? It's a red year in America, so I like it.
Hey, I like that. I'm gonna go clear at plus 840 right now off around DraftKings. Kenny, has the line updated?
Like this.
1200.
Because
A little bit of this.
it's 1200, bro.
1200.
Dude, it's the second most. I mean, after since I think it was 2001, Colin, where you saw that statistic because I googled this shit too. But since 2001, it's hit 4 times, and the other color above that was orange for 5 times. So taking that at plus 12,000 is actually pretty good odds. And clear is also one of my favorite Gatorade colors. I mean, it's actually it is my favorite, and also fruit punch. But I would take clear if I saw it first in the CVS. So I don't know. I like fucking plus 1200 a lot on that.
I like it too.
Well,
Yeah. Anybody else got anything else?
Kenny's muted.
Yeah. Wait, Kenny, hold up. Kenny, you're muted. I'll mute you. And
Did he? I think he muted himself.
you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
These things went out. All right.
Get a fucking mic, bro.
Sorry. But it is now minus 175 for yellow and green. So with that being said, that's probably what's going to happen.
What are the odds?
Minus 175.
Minus
Wow.
175.
Yeah, it was plus. I wrote it down earlier. It was plus 250 earlier.
Wow.
So things have shifted. The favorite was purple because when I looked into it, I look into the teams. I don't look into the history of it because in 2020, the reason I went with blue was because the last time Tom Brady won, it was blue, and Tom Brady was on the Bucs. Tom Brady gets what he wants. Tom Brady wants blue Gatorade. Tom Brady gets blue Gatorade. And the history would tell you with this, I was going to lean purple because why switch up something that works when you're going for a three-peat? But as we all saw last week, the Chiefs have clearly upgraded to yellow. And then yellow-green, you said, had hit for the Eagles.
When they won it, yeah.
If it's not going to be purple, because that would be my color to pick. The other color that did hit for the Chiefs in their first one was orange, but we're getting on, 5 years ago at this point? So I think if you're going to take anything with juice, I would go with purple, go for the three-peat. But Vegas clearly knows something with yellow and green being.
There's no way I'm taking a Gatorade color at -175.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
is
either,
awful.
which is why I'll probably just take purple for fun, or clear. Honestly, what if they grab the wrong? What if they They could grab the wrong one, and it's the water cooler.
I'm putting 100 on
They
that.
don't have water on the sidelines.
I'm putting 100 on that.
They could have yellow. They could have yellow in the cooler, and then all of a sudden, some idiot lineman grabs the wrong one, and it's clear. So there might not be a bad sprinkle from Dave on that one.
It's 100, bro. It was gonna be slammed at plus 850, but thank God I didn't take it yet because now on DraftKings I do see it at plus 1200. I also see no Gatorade bath at plus 1800, which you said that it's this. I guess in history, it's the second most likely to happen. Right? Is the no Gatorade bath.
It's happened 4 times since 2001.
No, I do like Colin's theory on that. Yo, we've been here before. This is nothing new for us. It's strictly business. The Chiefs have been here. All right. This is
I want the
franchise.
Chiefs are gonna win it. The confetti's falling down. There's no fucking Gatorade. There's no. They're just shaking hands like business as usual.
I got one more novelty prop that is offered on DraftKings, which I think is the most likely to happen over all these is a jersey special. I see Travis Kelce to have exactly 87 receiving yards at plus 4,000. If you could think of another player, which is, I think the other one is like Saquon Barkley to have exactly 26 rushing attempts at plus 900, which would be a lot. Or Saquon Barkley to have exactly 26 receiving yards at plus 1,700 is not a bad one either.
I wonder why these sports books clean up because they offer stupid shit like that, and there's all these dumbasses out there.
Dude, Travis Kelce to have exactly 87 receiving yards.
That's
I'm
the
not
dumbest
fucking
shit I've
taking
ever
that.
heard.
What's Noah Gray to have?
It's not going to hit, and
exactly
they're just going to
83?
clean up.
No, great to have exactly 83. I like that. Do you guys like Flea Flicker to happen at plus 250? It's not a bad one.
I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Right? Like you're telling me Andy Reid's not going to have some stupid trick up his sleeve, or like
what about a lineman to catch a pass?
I haven't seen that line actually.
No, I'm not seeing that one.
But it's not there right now. But it was the other day.
If the Lions were in the Super Bowl, that would be like minus 7,000 because they would do it on the opening play.
Dan Skipper's checking in as eligible.
Yeah, Dan would have him return the kick at that point to throw him off. Like
any QB to catch a pass at plus 1,600.
Mahomes to have exactly 15 receiving yards.
Opening kickoff return for a touchdown plus 6,000.
The odds you get on Nico to score first is way better. So that's who you should.
I found the lineman touchdown at 1,600.
That's not even that good, dude.
Yeah,
that's really not even that. That's not even worth taking.
Too. You're telling me that's more likely than Nico cribbing one to open the game?
Will any player break the Super Bowl scoring record 21 plus points plus 1,600?
Yo,
yes, Jake Elliott will when he kicks 8 field goals and wins MVP.
Yeah, and then he doinks one and it hits the uprights at plus 550 cash.
Kind of like
guys, we can go through the different lines all night.
Yeah, no, that was it for really the novelty props on DraftKings. But I do have 2 entertainment props that I do want to bring this up because we as gamblers love the coin toss and the national anthem seconds.
Yeah.
120. 121 seconds at plus 100 on the over, and the under I see at minus 130 is the under. Do you guys have any stats on this? Because I couldn't find anything else.
I got some. So the guy singing it, John Batiste. This is the only analysis I have for you. The dude has won 5 Grammy Awards. I think he's gonna really want to hear his voice. I'm going over.
You gotta rock the over, bro. You can't take the under. You can't.
Yeah. And what's great is we're gonna be standing here with our hands over our hearts, watching it, Dave, with a fucking stopwatch.
With a timer
on. The over.
Yeah, and everyone's always got different numbers. You never know, and then
the over and tails.
It's parlay 'em. I'm gonna parlay 'em. Kenny, you got something on this?
Yeah, I was just looking up what I had saw the other day. He previewed the national anthem 9 hours ago. It was a 1 and 16-second video.
The entire thing.
I'd have to watch the video. But I did. Here's the one that I found. I had to check how long it was. He did do the national anthem at the All-Star game in 2017. That was 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
The MLB All-Star game.
No, the NBA.
the NBA All-Star
Dude, the
game.
cash, that
2 minutes
cash
and
is-
9 seconds.
Yeah.
That
Bro, it's
cash
the
is
Super
just-
Bowl. He's
That was
definitely
just
fucking.
the NBA All-Star game. Imagine with the big stage of the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude, the over. If you can get that line right now, which
What is it?
It's 120.
Or is it even out there?
And
I
if he
just
does
found
it
it
the
online.
same way. He plays the piano while he does it, so he
They won't
has
re-
Oh,
full
that makes it
reign
way
to-
better. That
Yeah,
They
he
won't
has
release
full
the line
reign
until
to
the
make
day
it
of.
go as long as he
Yeah.
wants. He could I don't know if it's going to start when he starts saying words, but if it starts when he hits that first note on the piano, this thing's going way over.
Yeah, that's when
Mhm.
it starts. That's definitely
He's
when it
definitely
starts.
taking his time on that piano for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. I mean, last prop of the night. I hate that we have to end on this unless you guys have anything else, but will Taylor Swift be shown during the national anthem? Yes, plus 350 and no at minus 500.
No
if
shit.
They,
Yes
if
is the
they
biggest
if
yes
they
ever.
show Kelsey, they're going right to T Swift. That's confirmed.
It's plus odds at plus 350.
Plus odds at 350. Yes, and
That's-
I'm not.
So they're not going to show her because everyone's going to think like us and be like, of course I'll show her.
Well, they don't show fans. They just show like the coaches crying.
She's more than a fan, you pig. She's Taylor.
Speaking of, does anyone know what that line is for a player or something to cry?
To cry, yeah, I saw that. I think I mentioned it on the pod
Well,
the
I
other
mean,
night.
Nick Sirianni, what's his line to fucking cry?
It doesn't even like the line. Like Chris Jones cries during regular season national anthems, so there's just no way that this.
Oh,
Can't
he
be-
doesn't just cry, dude. It's like the fucking waterworks coming out of his face. It's like they just unleashed a dam.
Like it'll be like week 6 against the Chargers, and he's just bawling his eyes out for no reason.
It's like, Chris, dude, you've won multiple Super Bowls. This really isn't that cool for you.
All right, gentlemen. Well, that wraps up DROCK's pod. Hopefully, y'all got some insights on those crazy novelty entertainment props. And what's up, Reagan? You're cutting my outro out, bro? What?
No, I thought we were going to talk about the Kendrick Lamar halftime show.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Yes. Do you have the odds on that? Because I didn't find
I didn't see anything on that.
I think it was just like hypothetical things, but I saw Not Like Us was the favorite.
Yeah.
So I actually listened
He
to
has
that
to play
song.
it, dude. He just won a fucking Grammy.
Playing
Dude,
that last-
I didn't realize
Oh,
because
no.
I'm not a big music guy, but the fact that he won a Grammy off of a song that was just a diss track on Drake, and it was just like basically calling him a pedophile, I think because he was like friends with Millie Bobby Brown or whatever back in the day. I didn't realize all the lore behind it, but it's actually a fucking hilarious song. And that was the first time I've ever actually listened to the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, wait. Humble is at plus 115. DNA is at plus 210. Not Like Us is plus 210.
I don't think he starts with Not Like
I don't
Us.
think he starts with Humble.
He's
And I
gonna
was-
want everyone to be locked into the whole thing, waiting for him to play it. I think it's gonna be one of the last songs.
That song's so fucking fun.
I think Not Like Us isn't going to be the first one either, Kenny. I agree. I think Humble is the most known Kendrick Lamar song out of his entire fan base for sure.
You always
Right.
got to think what has like a very good intro for
Right.
him to just kind of come down to and then start.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
What's the odds? I kind of like that.
Plus 900.
Because he could easily come down to that. Like he's just like rising from the ceiling. Bitch, don't kill me.
So no American sports books will offer those odds, but if you're living in Canada, they will. Specifically Ontario. So it looks like the boys need to take a trip to
You wanna-
Canada to put that in.
Colin, your dad gonna bring us in the RV up to Canada?
Yeah. Like business trip, Dad. We got to play some Kendrick Lamar halftime show bets.
My guess
Yeah.
is family ties.
That's a Drake song. Is it not?
No, isn't that the one he did with his cousin?
Dude, we should move
Baby
to
Keem.
Ontario.
Yeah, that's Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem.
You could take Kendrick
He's
Lamar
gonna bring
to wear a
Baby
hoodie
Keem up there for sure.
at no plus 102 and yes minus 128. It's a couple of good ones in Canada.
Isn't that funny?
so-
And of all places in Drake's home country, you could bet on it.
That is actually
Of
very
course.
ironic.
Just really sticking it to the guy.
Well, all right, boys, let's close out this pod. It went longer than expected, but hopefully you got some more insights on gambling, as that's DROCK's favorite thing to do. Kenny, thank you for joining us. Really happy to be able to host a pod that I could talk about, although I had no explanation between any one of my picks. They were all from Action Network. I love you. Shout out to them. Please sponsor us at Around the Felt Sports. Boys, it was a phenomenal season. Let's have a good Super Bowl. I don't want to see it low scoring. Kenny, I love that safe play with the plus 11.5 on both sides and the over 36.5. If that doesn't hit, it's a horrible fucking Super Bowl. So let's make it happen. Hopefully we don't see Taylor Swift this much. You guys have any closing remarks until we have to just go ahead and slam those gambling picks?
Oh. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Eli Manning to the hall.